3 months into India's new tax order and GST collections are not very encouraging. With tax compliance at just about 55%, it isn't surprising that India Inc. is feeling the pinch. We at ET Now have joined hands with E&Y to get you a comprehensive poll. Ahswin Mohan joins in to give us the sense of what this poll points out to. Ahswin, take it away. What can you pick up?
Pankaj, well, clearly the GST math doesn't look really promising. It's just been 3 months since India's most ambitious tax reform has been rolled out. And if you look at the recent math, the GST collections for August have slipped by 3.6% from July. They stand at 90,669 crores versus 92,283 crores. So there's been a slip in terms of the GST collections, and of course this is something that the government wasn't really expecting. But one needs to keep in mind that these are still early days, and one was always aware that GST would take time to sink in. But the bigger problem is that only half of the 6.8 million taxpayers have filed their GST returns. What does that mean? That means that compliance is still really low. And the government, of course, the finance ministry has come out with a defense saying that there are several millions of small SSEs who are, of course, still grappling with GST and have not found the right manner to file their GST returns, and therefore there's been a slip, and they're expecting and they're hoping that things will fall in place, and by next month the GST collections will be much more healthier as compared to August. But today on ET Now, on IDD, on the 9 o'clock show, we are of course going to focus on the big takeaways, the key takeaways from the exclusive EY ET Now GST survey, and this survey talks about the readiness of India Inc. Some of the main takeaways from the survey are not really auguring well for India Inc. because there are two key issues wherein India Inc. is still grappling in terms of preparedness. One is the IT preparedness, and one is of course the supply chain preparedness. And of course they're also of the opinion that the cost of compliance has really shot up since GST has been ushered in. But the devil is in the detail. We are going to discuss the key takeaways in fine print and of course in detail with a special set of guests both from India Inc. and a few tax experts later today. And of course we will be speaking not only about the compliance, not only about the dip in collections, but also some of the other major aspects, Pankaj, like cost of doing business, like supply chain, like impact on vendors, because that's really important. So get up for that. That big debate is coming up later tonight on 9 o'clock.
I'll really be tuning into that and seeing that what essentially our team with E&Y is finding out and what is the key takeaways 3 months into GST.